So last week, I had the opportunity to speak at a reliability summit put on by Polaris Laboratories in Indianapolis. Had about 120 people there, and I was there to talk about culture change, shifting your culture from reactive to proactive, really creating that reliability culture that is so elusive in companies. Part of my talk was, why are we here? You know, Reliability best practices have been around for decades. I've got 35 years in the industry. Not that much has changed. Some of the tools have gotten cheaper. Using IR is very inexpensive today, infrared, where 30 years ago was very expensive. So some of the tools have got cheaper, but the focus and the best practices are the same. They're easily available. They're for free. They're out there on the internet, on YouTube, in books, in every seminar. The problem is execution. Why can't we go from knowledge to execution in our plants? That was the subject of my talk. Actually, I love the way Polaris had this set up. After I talked, I had a lounge that I was in. I gave away 20 free books, and I answered any questions that people had. Probably had, let's say, 25 people talk to me after the conference. I'm telling you, 22 of those 25 people said, I can't get my leadership team on board. Okay, so I thought I'd make this video, and this video is basically what I told them, how to get your leadership on board. One of the things you need to recognize is a lot of times your leadership at your plant, the decision makers, maybe it's the plant manager, let's just call them that, they may not have a maintenance and engineering background. They could be from purely production. They could be out of purchasing. They could be out of finance. And, when you got that level of information or low level of information on how equipment works, how it fails, you tend not to back that horse. You tend not to invest your time and energy in something you don't know about. So, hey, let's just add another production line. I know what that cost. I know what the output is going to be from that. They don't want to address that. Maybe they've got a hidden factory in their existing equipment because it's not reliable. So what can you do? What specific actions can you take on Monday to help with this reality of, your plant management doesn't understand? Number one, I have at least 200 reliability and maintenance videos on this channel. Forward them to the decision maker. Forward, not all of them, forward one or two on to them and just say, hey, what do you think of this guy? That could be one action you can do. Another action is say, hey, you can send it to the entire leadership team at your plant. So say, hey, at our next lead team meeting, I'd like to discuss these two videos. Okay, I'm going to put 30 minutes on the agenda. I need everybody to watch these 2 7-minute videos, and let's talk about how they can apply at our plant. Number 3, I've got a book. Okay, my book details myself as a maintenance manager, first 30 days, what do I do? How do I approach a plant? So you could buy this book for your lead team. I only charge $14.99 for this book. I could easily charge $50, but I'm trying to almost give it away, okay? So you buy a book for these people, and then you have a discussion. So, hey, folks, we're going to discuss chapters 1 to 3 in our next lead team for 20 minutes. And then, 4, 5, and 6, the next one, 7, 8, and 9, and the next one, and just have this book be a catalyst for discussion on change. How could this apply to us? Are we different? Can we try this experiment for 30 days? So that book is a great idea, and that's what I have several people that have done that. The last thing I'll say is create go and see opportunities. Now I got one more after this. Create go and see opportunities. Demystify reliability and maintenance by taking a leader, grabbing the plant manager and say, hey, I want to walk you out. I want to show you this gearbox in operation. And I want to show you the one torn apart in the shop. Hey, you don't need to do anything. I'll do all the talking with the mechanics, all the talking with the operators. I just want you there to smile and wave, grunt a little bit, and just say some positive comments, but just see, I'll be that buffer for you so you're not embarrassed because you're not the smartest person in the room. Okay. Now, you may not say that last part, but that's really a problem with a lot of plant managers. So create those go and see opportunities. When you're in a meeting, you're given an update on the failure of a motor. Tell everybody to bring their hard hat, because after we talk about it, we're going to go out and see it in the field. Go and see demystifies the entire, it helps you demystify what reliability maintenance is all about and all the aspects of improvement you can get from reliability maintenance. Equipment runs better, faster, higher quality, at a lower cost, less unplanned downtime. You can spend your energy on proactive things instead of reacting to what happens. The last thing that I suggest is change the story. Change your story. This is very simple. Okay, don't be an organization deploying best practices, deploying PMs, and we have these 30 practices that we're trying to implement. Stop doing that. You are a waste elimination organization. We eliminate waste. We relentlessly attack waste. That's all you're about, okay? Think about every single reliability maintenance tool and practice that's out there is actually targeted at waste. The machine doesn't run properly, doesn't run at the right speed, doesn't make the right quality, doesn't last as long. All those things are waste, 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 right? So create a waste mantra for your organization. Now think about it. Everybody goes through business cycles, and when your business cycle is everybody's making money, everybody wants to do things like reliability maintenance best practices. And then when the business goes down 20%, they say cancel all overtime, don't buy anything, any initiative is canceled. Okay, now think about it. If your revenue was going down by 20%, are you going to turn off the waste elimination machine? No. You got to build confidence that you eliminate waste. You got to communicate that waste. I recommend a monthly newsletter with, hey, these are the actions we've taken. These have been the results. Think about it. If you used to have, let's say, 2 motor failures a month, 24 a year. If you didn't have any motor failures for the next 3 months, does anybody notice? They won't notice. You don't notice the failures you don't have. You only notice the ones you do have. So your job in reliability and maintenance is to communicate the successes, the waste that you eliminated. So these are actions that you could take. And again, I didn't say anything that costs you any money, okay? You could start these things on Monday, make a real difference, start your reliability journey, get that flywheel of reliability going. If you want to talk to me, you want me to interact with your lead team for an hour, have me call in virtually and talk about the coaching that I could provide for just an hour or ongoing coaching, hey, let me know. I love doing that, especially virtually. Virtual consulting doesn't interrupt my retirement lifestyle, so I prefer to do it, and it's extremely effective and extremely efficient for you to utilize me that way, and I'd love to help you out on your journey. This is Joe out.